Hi, I am Professor L. K. Gabel, Department of Computer Science, Government GSG PG College Balod. We have discussed here second lecture for MSc second semester Computer Science, subject RDBMS SQL programming with Oracle, paper first, and unit second is relational model and relational algebra. We have discussed here concept of key and case study of ER model. Keys in a DBMS. What is the key? Key plays an important role in relational database. It is used to identify unique row from table. It also establishes relationship among the tables. There are different types of key in DBMS: primary key, super key, candidates key, alternate key, composite key and foreign key. First we discuss about what is the primary key. A primary key is a minimal set of attributes, that is a column, in a table that uniquely identify tuples, that is a row in a table. That means a minimal set of attributes or column which is uniquely identify the tuple or row. This is a primary key. Primary key example, we can say that suppose a entity have attributes student ID, student name, student age. So, attribute student ID is alone is a primary key, as each student has unique ID that can identify the student's record in a table. So, that means student ID is a primary key because each and every student have unique student ID. And second things is what are the properties of the primary key. So, primary key, this is the definition of primary key. The value of primary key should be unique for each of row of tables. It cannot be duplicate values. The column make that key cannot be contain any duplicate value. The attributes is a mark as a primary key is not allowed to have null value. Primary keys are not necessarily to be a single attributes, may be more than one attributes can be combined with a primary key. That means primary key are not necessary to be a single attributes. We can understand what is the properties of primary key. We can repeat. First, it cannot be duplicate value, it have unique value and not null. Null value are not allowed in a primary key. When any attribute is defined as a primary key, then basically three properties is followed by the primary key: not null, unique value and not duplicate, that is also called unique value. Second, super key. A super key is a set of one or more attributes which can uniquely identify a row in a table. That means super key is a set of such attributes which can be uniquely identify the particular row in a table. For example, suppose we can illustrate with example, a table name is employees, which have attributes employee SSN number, employees number, employees name and other maybe. Basically we can use 3 attributes. So, in 3 attributes, how many attributes can be single or combined to identify unique row? So, this is a employee SSN number. Yes, in this table you can see that employees SSN number is uniquely. So, that means employee SSN number can be uniquely identify all other columns. Employee number is also unique. You can see that 226, 227, 228, 229, that is the unique records, unique row. And employee's name is not unique. That means employee's name single cannot be identified all other columns. So, here SSN number, employee number can be grouped. Yes, SSN number, employee number can be grouped, uniquely identify a row in a table. SSN number and employee name, yes, combination of SSN number and employee name can be uniquely identified. SSN number, employee number and employee name, if combine all 3 attributes, can be also uniquely identify employee number and employee name. You can also combine employee number, employee name can be uniquely identified in a particular row in a table. So, this all the sets are called super key. That means, all the combination is a super key. That means, the set elements employee SSN number is a 1, employee number is second elements, employee SSN number and employee number is the third elements, employee SSN number, employee name is fourth elements, employee SSN number, employee name is the fifth element, employee number, employee name is a sixth element. That means, this superset have 6th element. So, students, this is clear. Superset means, super key means, this is a set of one or more attribute which can be uniquely identify a row. Next, candidate key. A super key with no redundant attributes is known as a candidate key. Candidate keys are select from the set of super key. The only things we take care while selecting candidate key is that candidate key should not have any redundant attributes. That means, a candidate key is a minimal super key with no redundant attributes. For example, we have already seen set of super key. So, we can find here only 2 such key, 2 such attributes, employee SSN number and employee number. This is the minimal super key, and here there are no any redundant. If you can say with example, previous example, in above table, these are the number of key attributes. SSN number is not redundant attributes, employee number is no redundant, and all other are redundant. So, here in redundant attribute, which is the redundant? SSN number, SSN number, SSN number, and last employee number. So, fourth key is a redundant and only 2 is a not redundant attribute. So, this is implies SSN number and implies number is a candidate's key. You can also set that candidate key is a subset of superset, a super key, subset of super key. Second, the concept of alternate key. If a table can have multiple candidates key, for example, you can see among these candidate keys only one key gets selected as a primary key. The remaining keys are also known as a alternate key. That means there have more than one candidate keys and one of them we can select as a primary key. For example, we can say in next let us take an example to understand and the alternate key concept. Here we have employees table that 3 attributes. This is another example, table is the employees which have 3 attributes. What? Employee ID, employee number and employee name. There are 2 candidates key in the web table, employee ID and employee number. We can choose any one of these as a primary key. Suppose we can choose employee ID as a primary key. So, employee number is called alternate or secondary keys. If you are choose employee number as a primary key, then employee ID is called alternate key or secondary key. So, remaining other key is called alternate key except we choose a primary key. Next is a composite key. A key that has more than one attributes is known as a composite key. It is also known as a compound key. Composite key is also known as a compound key. Note, यदि हम देखें any key such as a super key, primary key, candidate key etc. can be called composite key if it has more than one attributes. It is clear that any key that is a super key, primary key, candidate key, alternate key also is called composite key if it has more than one attributes. That means group of attributes can be made as a composite key, but the group of attributes can be uniquely identify the records. We can explain it example. Here, let us consider a table cells. This table have 4 columns, that is at 4 attributes. What are? Customer ID, order ID, product code and product count. We can see here customer ID is even not unique. Customer C01, C02, C02, C01 we cannot uniquely identify through the customer ID. Order ID, order ID 001, 123, 123, 001, it is not unique, duplicate value are all stored here. Product code, product code P007, P007, P230, P9, it is also not uniquely identified. Product count, that is also not uniquely identified, product count may be here basically 3 attributes, customer ID, customer order ID, product code. So, that this column alone can not play a role in the table as the key. That means there have no any single column can be play as a role of key. So, what I am doing? I am doing the combine the more than one attributes to make a key. So, here customer ID and product code, we can see here customer 01 have product code is a P007. So, this is a unique and customer 001 product code is a 890. We can combine this customer ID and product code as a key. So, this is called composite key or compound key. That means combination of two or more than two attribute which is identified uniquely identified a row in a table. Next is the case study of ER modeling. There are number of case study, we can explain only one of them or two. Case study ER model may in library management systems, hospital management systems, hotel management system, inventory management system, college management systems, university management system, and other we can say here library management systems. This is a ER diagram of library management systems. Here in picture that is not clear, we can explain here. There are three entities. One entity is a book, second entity is a publisher, and third entity is a member. What is the actual procedure of the library management systems? Book, that means a library. What is the attributes of book? Book attributes the author, main is the book ID, book title, price, availabilities. What is the attributes of publisher entities? Publisher ID, publisher name and publisher address. What are the members attributes? Member attributes as first is the member ID, second member name, member address, members expiry date, members joining date and members type. What happen if anybody can be issued a book from the library? So, first it is a create a membership from the library. If members, then they can be borrow book from the library. Here a relation between books and member as a borrowed. What is the relations? Member can be borrow book from the library. So, what is the relation between books and member? That is a borrowed. And what is the attribute of that relationships? That relationships attributes is the issue, returns and due date. There are three properties of the relationship properties. If relation is combined, then three properties are allowed: issued, return date and due date. And next relation between books and publisher, because publishers can be published the book and that book can be in the library. Book can be purchased by the library. So, that relations is a book and publisher. So, this is a ER diagram of library management systems. Clear? Here red is a indicate entity and relations and violet color is a entities. Another case study we can simply design here. You try to understand what are the ER model defined here. This is the hospital management systems. We can briefly summarize this ER diagram. Hospital management systems that have patient, nurse, employees, doctor, records, medicines and also treatment. Room, if patient is a indoor patient, then room is a allowed. It outdoor patient, then that means not room allowed. So, patient, patient ID, patient name, patient address, that is the attributes of the patient's entities. Doctors, doctor is a employees also, nurse is also employees and receptionist is also employees. So, this is a what is the basically doctor have more specific, that is a permanent, visiting or trainees, three types doctors. Record rooms, that means record number, patient ID and other things. Employees have attributes, employees ID, employees salary, employees address, employees sex, employees history, contact number. So, these are complete hospital management systems ER model. Next, this is a hotel management systems. In hotel management system, we can explain here customers, hotels and different relations among the entities and attributes. And another case study we can already seen. So, next, thank you so much. Thank you.